Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Aw, man.
Ha ha. Fuck you, Harlow.
I didn't want to do it anyway, so whatever. Whatever.
Sounded like it. I don't know.
I don't believe you.
I don't give a shit.
I love the ones where he genuinely forgets. And he's just like, what are we waiting on?
I mean, that's kind of my job, but whatever. Everybody else wants my
Who
job.
gave
so-
you that?
You have
I don't know.
one job.
I don't know. I just
I
started
didn't vote
doing it.
I didn't vote for
Did
you.
my job, and now y'all taking my job.
It's
Taking my
like,
job.
Matt, you're getting paid either way, right?
I make the same.
Exactly.
Same amount of money.
Make the exact same
Oh,
I made
$0.
last episode.
You take the job or not.
Yeah, I didn't get that 50% raise last year though, which was nice.
You know? That ain't nothing. I mean, it is, but it's...
100%
It
nothing,
is.
but yeah, it's not nothing.
Hey,
Hey,
better than not getting it, right?
I got
The
3
hell?
times what I was paid last year. You got a big old raise.
I wasn't paying attention. Who got a hard on for this?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Jesus. I don't know.
All right, so how's everybody's week been? Terrence,
Oh,
fixing
yeah,
more
Pretty
toilets?
good.
It's been very hectic. I
Good.
barely remember it.
Yeah,
Ah, shit, I wore the same shirt I did last week. I just remembered.
yeah.
Oh my God, I think we all did.
I'm
Shit.
still
Oh,
wet
what
from
the
the
hell?
shower I had a week ago.
Oh, we're poor, and this is
I wasn't
Wednesday's
wearing
shirts.
this hat last week, so
Look at you putting in effort.
Oh, did your head
Look
get
at
cold,
that.
Kevin?
Ah,
I just don't like seeing the glare off my own head on
Yeah.
tape.
It
Like,
is shiny.
yes, bald problems.
Bald.
Oh, so I guess we're gonna do this again, huh?
I mean,
Yeah, what are we doing?
whatever you
What
want to
happened
do.
last time?
Last time you guys dissuaded a haunt with long hair from filling that hair into steam buns for Mama Bo. You successfully solved a 30-year-old murder and helped put a ghost to rest.
Yeah.
It's all good. So far we've unclogged toilet snakes
Mhm.
and dealt with hairballs. Is that basically what we're
Flying jellyfish. You had a party.
flying jellyfish, and then the hairballs. So
You're always
Very
looking on the negative
prestigious.
side. We did have a party. There was a party.
Yeah,
No.
a successful
There.
party.
quite the extensive
Very
party.
good party. We are rocking on hope.
That was a big dice rolling party too. Like, it was a lot of dice rolling.
A lot of dice
Bad.
happened.
A lot of bad dice rolling.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And a lot of Terrence rolling less than 7.
I wish he was wrong.
He's not.
It's
Um,
not so, but here we are.
when I left off last week, I said that this is just like a reoccurring show from the 90s. You get a problem at the beginning of the episode. There's conflict in the middle. It's resolved at the end. Next week, conflict. This week, conflict happens very much the same way it did last time. A distressed
woman-
woman walks through the door of the tea house while
One with a body.
four nude goblins walk out the front door again for some reason.
Oh yeah.
See you tomorrow, Riku.
You guys. Oh, Riku.
They help him build, and I feel like they build better in the nude. It's less restricting.
Also, they're paying They're paying us. All I have to do is give them oil massages. It's a little humiliating, but you know,
Yeah.
20 gold is 20 gold.
I have no objections anymore.
I feel like
Don't worry, I put it right back in the business.
Anywho, Elizabeth Candora comes through your front door, sporting kind of the same dour expression Mama Bo did.
Oh, does she?
Oh.
Yeah,
Have a look. Oh wow.
yeah.
Does like I don't want to sound like a sexist, but can the ladies of this town just smile for me once?
You didn't want to, but you did.
You did.
Yeah, I know. I nailed it.
No.
Actually.
But the problem is the artist who paints these portraits is in the nude himself. He thinks that's what it means to paint in the nude.
I think I put that
Wait,
together.
what?
This is what women look like when they see him in the nude.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that what you were going for, Kevin? Did I nail it?
Yeah.
We've been friends for a long
Yes.
time.
I'm glad you knew it. I had no idea what the fuck it was talking about.
No.
She is a pretty prominent figure here, as she is the head cleric of Pharasma at the Lady of Souls church.
Not about pretty. I'd give her a 6 out of 10.
Says the
There
guy
you
that
go
massages
again.
goblins as a hobby.
I was doubling down on that sexism. Go
You
on.
were. I was
Mhm.
gonna ignore it.
So I was like, Crumbopolis Michael, here I go being sexist again.
But she walks in prim and proper. She goes, I was hoping to. Oh, there you are. Acting Mayor Harlow.
Yes.
I believe I have a bit of an issue. If I could have a moment of your time in private.
Sure. Riku, is there a room we can?
Of course,
she and
this
I can
way.
talk
Tea,
that's
madam.
not slippery or shiny.
I
The
assume the
floors
other.
are freshly waxed. Tea, madam.
Yes, please. I assume your confidants can join us. I just don't want. And she looks over at the bard behind the counter. I don't think everybody needs to hear this story.
What does?
Don't worry,
which
we'll keep the
bard is
busy
that?
body
Which
moving.
bard
Zilfork
is
Silver. He's been hanging out here a lot. He's basically your merchant.
What, do you think we had Spotify? What do you think his music is?
I thought.
Yeah, Zilfork's behind the bar. Yami the cat's on the counter. Jerky the dog sleeping under one of the stools there. The tea house is starting
We
to
got
fill
all
up.
kind of useless NBC animals behind the bar.
Basically.
Just like any of the bars, just everybody's around everywhere. Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we'll go
I'll
back here
get
to one
the
of the
tea ready
rooms.
and join everyone in the room.
Guess we'll just go up here to the big conference.
No, are you actually
room.
gonna put everybody in there? Yeah, we put everybody
Yeah,
in the
we're doing
conference
it,
room.
we're doing
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
I can't
Let's
go
get in
up
there.
there. It won't let me
How
go
do you
upstairs.
Yeah, go straight up one.
There you
It
go.
won't let me. It says collision.
You just got to move your
Yeah, I
character.
got it there. Oh, I had to go up to that one. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
All right. There we go. All right. We're in there.
What is that?
Oh, like that? That's all I had to do?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because the stairs actually go up to the next floor. You're still on the same floor. Anyway, yep. So you guys are all in the. I don't think the stairs will actually take you to the next floor, but that's why there was a wall there. And I deleted it.
Oh, it's not stairs going up to where we're going. I gotcha.
No.
Gotcha. That was
It's just a little. It's just a little 2-foot step up to go into this kind of nice area. It's nice now. It was full of blood and gore and a dookie monster at one
Mhm.
point.
Now it smells lemon.
Dookie!
Dookie.
There's a clip.
I can't do the clip. Out of all the stuff, that was the one that was like, you got to take that off your video.
Mhm.
Hulk
What?
Hogan and the WWE and whoever has that, they do not want you to see Hulk Hogan saying Dookie.
Man, fuck you, Dana White.
Yeah. So
we know.
Yes,
We know that.
I believe I'm somewhat familiar with some of you, but just in case, I am Elizabeth Candora. I'm the head of the Lady of Souls, Church of Pharasma, and in with my religion, I take care of grave sites and the keeping of the bodies. However, this morning I have noticed that one of our corpses has vanished.
Well, like a fresh one?
Yes.
Who was it?
It's very sad here, but an elderly villager died of the flu last night. Normally when we get into these colder weathers, this tends to happen. It came on a little sooner this season than normal, but the woman's family brought the body to me, and I had it dressed, and I have a place in the graveyard where I tend to the corpses, prepare them for burial, and that was supposed to happen this morning, but when I went out there to finish preparations of the body, it was gone. It's as if it just got up and left on its own.
No, not to be dismissive, but I'm sure you've already considered this, but is grave robbery something that's common in the graveyard, or something that's happened before?
No. Not often, even in the most desperate of times. People here tend to respect Pharasma and our
as they should.
Our ways. Also, this area is definitely full of spirits and vengeful things. Grave robbery does not tend to just affect the living. Sometimes the dead return to seek revenge on those who would defile, which is why we take so much precautions with our body preparations.
Mm-hmm. I've heard of that.
Good.
I've heard of that.
So tell us a little bit about the person that died. Maybe that would be probably our first place to investigate, inquire about.
I think she came to us because she's trying to find the body before the family finds out. Am I not wrong?
That is also a thing. I've been under this extreme amount of sadness. It's not uncommon for the elderly to pass of natural causes, but this woman had many years left, if not for this flu.
Where were you storing the body? Sorry. When it went missing? At the graveyard itself?
Yes, behind the church, we have a massive graveyard. And in the center of that graveyard is where I keep any of the recently deceased to prepare them for their passing or burial. Some still prefer cremation, but ointments and oils and prayers need to be spoke over the corpse before it is sent upon its last journey.
And how many others are? Oh, how many others are working on these corpses with you, or is this something that you do alone?
Well, ever since the beginning of summer, it's been just me. Those Jenkins and other monsters had really defiled our church. They seem to take a particular liking to... I'd rather not speak on it, but it seemed like we were a bigger target than most.
Huh. That's something.
Jenkins.
That's something I did not know.
But most of the other clerics and clergymen have been steady rebuilding. We've had the manpower to take care of it on our own, but it's left most of the ritual rites for the passing to me, which has also been, over the summer was very busy, but here, thanks mostly to you, I think, those numbers have slowed way down. Which is why I've come to you, these heroes who happen to be cursed.
Keep hearing that.
Well,
I don't like it.
Feel like it's the name of the show, and it's a nice way to remember the viewers what they're watching or listening to without
Ma'am, we don't have to break the fourth wall for us. We know.
Don't forget www.homebrewdetritus.com.
www.
Two W's, or is that three?
Who are you talking to?
We don't need your money, but we would appreciate it if you would go to our Patreon and just like the page.
We do need you.
In the name of Pharasma.
Anyway.
But yeah, so is there anything else pressing that you need to tell us? Because I think we should get there as fast as possible so we can survey the area before
do some tracking.
Too long, yeah.
I came here first thing. I'm not one to spread rumors. And you get from the way she said that is that she
She's
is one
definitely-
to spread rumors.
Definitely one to spread rumors, yes.
There's the Graveside Manors, Yuso Jin. Nigella, you've spent quite some time with her. The rest of the party's somewhat familiar. Her preparation of corpses with hers is a little different than the way I do mine, but I have no proof. But I feel like if anyone was to steal a body, it would be her with some kind of alchemical concoction.
What now?
Basically, Yuso Jin also has a small gravesite, but hers is like not religious. It's a more traditional embalming fluid kind of rites, and then bury the body. And you can tell she doesn't approve of the of that.
Gotcha.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I think Nigella is right. We'll check out the site of the crime and then maybe pay this to the person to visit.
Yes, we all feel the terror of encroaching secularity. Yes. Riku packs up his things. Let's get to the investigation.
And I don't want you to think I was trying to keep the name of this woman secret. If I could keep this quiet, the less that know, the better.
Absolutely. Obviously, it's not the corpse's fault it got stolen, but if you could give me a brief description of it, in case I find the wrong one.
Or if we haven't passed by the corpse walking around.
Dreadfully, I hope not. This is
We've
a woman.
seen some shit.
Was an elderly woman in her 60s, human. There's been some slight pharasma tattooing along the back of her neck to help for the passing.
Handy. Thank you. Well, don't worry yourself. We'll be right on the case, right, Mr. Mayor?
Absolutely. What else do we have to do?
Lead on, leader.
We'll follow her
Okay.
out to her place of business.
I'm trying to be your Jeeves, the Jeeves to your Worcester.
I like it. I don't like it.
So it's not a far walk from the Cerulean Tea House through downtown to cross the bridge. Fond memories of fighting demons and stuff on this bridge to relight the Eternal Lantern.
Good times.
Check the lantern. We're good?
You're good.
All right.
You walk past Harlow's home and continue south to, if you're looking at the map, her Fluvial Lady of Souls. It is all behind that is a massive graveyard.
Oh, wait.
No, I was just here yesterday.
What the fuck? Okay, a
What
couple
the-
things. One, did not realize I picked Harlow's house that close to a massive graveyard. And two, you misspelled my name.
Did. My house is closer to the massive graveyard.
You're right.
There's not a road connecting it.
Your house
But
is
it's
like
closer.
precariously sticking out further than all the other houses too. That's a target.
Mhm. Come and get me, creepy collies.
Oh, there are two. I did spell it wrong. That happened when we started this campaign, almost a year
Mhm.
ago.
Well, that's why I don't
Oh,
feel
yeah.
insulted by that.
God, when did we start this campaign? Was it almost a year ago?
It's the summer of 76.
It was in the 1900s.
Hmm.
This is book 2, right?
This is book 2.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Progress. I think we're the only people that play a game longer than it took them to write it.
You're not. Every single one of these take forever.
Mhm.
Especially with us.
Yeah, we definitely take some breaks and do go on about things.
Yeah, like right
we
now.
do go on.
We do go on.
Oh, the graveyard kind of looks like a heart. When you
I
zoom
thought it
in.
looked like a kidney, but all right.
Either way.
Yeah,
See a poorly drawn heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see a sort of inflamed kidney. See, that's the thing.
Hmm.
Also that.
Okay. Well, Terrence is the closest thing we have a doctor here, so I guess he's right.
Yeah, she
no, I
takes
think-
you. She takes you out to the middle of the graveyard.
Yeah, gotcha. We're here. We're looking over the graveyard, checking out the site near where the corpse was abducted.
There is a exceptionally larger building right in the middle. There are two tastefully done statues of Pharasma on either side of a door. She opens up the door. It's very cool inside. and inside
Cold
it's
or it looks really cool?
Yeah.
cool, like to temperature wise.
Oh,
Okay, it's
all
quite
So
cool.
not
It's
cool.
quite cool.
Like,
It's quite cool.
It's quite cool.
quite
No,
cool,
there's
not
a
cool.
black light and black light posters all over the wall.
There's a
It's really
bartender
cool.
wearing suspenders and a fedora, and he's shaking something way too much.
It's just suspenders and a fedora. I don't even know what suspenders are.
It's
And I
just
want
that. It's a tabaxi or what are they in this game? It's cat folk. Just took to the hair at the bottom.
Oh my god.
Why do you need suspenders? Make you wear them. I wear suspenders even though I don't wear
Part of
pants.
the uniform.
Oh my god.
That's stupid.
What are the suspenders hooked to?
Yeah, just the hair.
Ah.
On black
That's
light
gonna
nights, I hook
clog
it
a
to my
toilet.
penis. Yeah, so she leads you in. You can see there's once you get in, it's kind of a large room. There's a table with a few tomes and tools for the trade, a little bit of tattooing stations, and cloth, things of that nature. There is one other body in the room now, currently covered up with a sheet, and then on the second table is empty. The sheet's on the ground. I didn't disturb anything when it was when I saw that the body was missing. I immediately came for assistance, and you were the first people I thought of.
I asked her, had she already previously cast any magical spells this morning before interacting with the, I guess, look down, slab.
This morning, no.
And I will cast Detect Magic in order to see if I can, detect some magic
Okay.
in the area. Go. 30-foot illumination, with much bigger.
Yeah. 30-mile elimination.
Magic!
The only magic you detect is some lingering sanctuary type divine magics.
All right.
And then there's something kind of wispy around your detect magic. Faint trails of like the divine magic that you get is kind of a bright blue hum, but it seems like there's faint trails of like something gray. So you don't think a magic spell was cast here, but maybe some type of low-level ritual.
I will report this to the team. I'll report this to the team mainly to check to see if it's something that she might have done. Have you done any rituals around here recently?
No, none of the current bodies have required any rituals, especially none that required any touches of magic.
All right. Then I suggest we just use our normal eyes to investigate.
Yep.
Yeah, can we do
I'm
like
gonna
what was that? Siege?
look around
Siege.
for.
Check the chat for the button.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Is that the perception? That's what you want us to do?
Yeah.
It says I need to select at least one token. What the heck?
Not me.
It's not letting me do it.
When you push the button to roll,
It says, it pops up and says select at least one token.
Weird.
are you rolling initiative? Are you rolling perception off your character sheet, or are you hitting it on
No,
the
I'm
chat?
clicking the perception button that you posted 27 seconds ago.
Oh, okay. Well, just roll a regular perception, see if that works.
I didn't want to do that.
I didn't want you to either, but here we are.
Yeah. I'll see it messed up because I didn't use the regular
Mhm.
things.
Actually, you and Riku both get a success.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You both, the floor is immaculately clean, but you see what looks like some fleshy leftovers, small spots of it, from the bed to out the door. And then as you follow that trail out the door, you can see what appears to be a shambling footsteps going through the graveyard back towards the direction you came from.
Okay. Riku follows the footsteps, like within the footsteps.
Okay.
just to get like get a bead on the gate.
It's definitely a weird, janky footstep.
Huh. I turn toward the priest and says, "I think you might have just had a runaway.
Oh dear.
We'll continue following the trail. I'd suggest just placating the family until we can get back to you."
She reaches out and puts her hand on your shoulder. Please hurry. If it got up and walk away, it was undressed.
Oh.
Did you?
Ooh.
Oh no!
There's a naked dead old lady walking
Yes.
through the city.
Why is everything naked? Did you say fleshy or leshy?
Fleshy, like bits
Fleshy.
of
Oh, well,
flesh.
I thought you said leshy. So I'm thinking, oh, those sons of bitches. Tea.
Riku, you're able to follow the footsteps up until it gets to the road. From there, it's kind of hard to follow it, and will require a survival check.
Um,
Hmm.
Oh, come
Oh, Quinn,
on.
Quinn.
Here's my chance to shine.
You've had other chances.
Hey,
What? Oh, it's set up to be private. I don't even know what I rolled.
oh nice.
Nice.
Yep. So you actually have no problem following the foot trails. You've picked up on the fact that it leans heavy on the left and it drags with the right, and you're able to pick that out of the other footsteps. Plus, it's very fresh, as it just happened probably just a few hours before the sun started to come up.
does Rico know of any old ladies in town that had lower back problems? Perhaps maybe lumbago.
You're probably responsible for some of them.
What?
Riku likes to fuck. You put it in your backstory.
Damn, Rico.
Well, I mean, if they're willing to pay for it, even old ladies need love.
Oh no. Oh no.
But yeah, there's several residents who, if you're thinking about, would fit the description what she said. None of them of recently have had the flu, but they just could
Or
be
Riku.
busy working on the tea house.
I'm just trying to think. Well, what would cause this gait? Like dragging a foot? Mostly undeath. Undeath doesn't really undo a person's. It doesn't undo a person's natural ailments. They sort of just kind of the body remembers it. So, Rico's just talking to himself as he goes.
No.
They tend to work with what the physicality remembers. That's why some zombies will just crawl around despite perfectly having the ability to walk. Have you heard of this phenomenon?
No.
Oh, yes.
While he's talking,
Oh.
you guys are able to follow the tracks all the way to the river as it makes its way into the river.
Oh, no.
Oh damn.
Uh,
Motherfucker went
which
past
way
my
is the river
house.
flowing again?
It's
To the east, or
Is there-
to the right. If I can't remember if the compass is accurate on here, but yeah.
it's upside
Is
down.
there
It
a
was upside
way-
down, right?
Where does it go into the river, and is there a convenient passage for us? I want to check the other bank before we grab a boat.
Yeah, it goes in right where I'm
Yeah.
clicking here, and
Okay,
it's
so,
only
yeah.
about 200 feet away from the bridge, the main bridge.
All right, Quinn, go check the other side.
All right.
Through in the chat, the next survival check.
Yep. Another
Oh.
private. So, yes, I did great.
Oh well,
Do you know that you did great?
no.
Yeah.
I found
cool.
it. It's right here.
Like, do you know that you did great?
No, he doesn't. It's fucking.
I
invisible.
have question marks. So,
Oh.
of course, I think I did great.
No, because you rolled a natural 20, and I just
Ooh,
because you didn't
nice.
get to see it, I wanted to tell you.
Hell yeah. I knew it was that because of the 3 question marks. There's like 3 of them.
Yeah, that's not always how it happens.
Did the body come out the other side? That's the question.
Yeah, as soon as you cross the bridge, you can see where it's pretty evident that some kind of person crawled their way out of the mud.
All right. Well, Rico
with that-
rushes to catch up.
With that natural 20, you can also tell that after it came out of the mud, the way there's splashes around it looks like it shook itself off, maybe.
It's unusual.
And
Maybe like a dog
the-
or something?
kind of like it cleaned itself off by doing some kind of like shaking itself. And this time when you're following the tracks, the gait is different. It's leaning more on the right and it's dragging the left, and then it seems to be hopping sometimes, and then backstepping and twirling, which makes these very easy to follow, and very easy to follow all the way back to your tea house.
Oh no!
Oh, crud.
Oh, fuck.
Where it makes
never
its
stayed
way.
there.
into
I never
the
give these old
backyard.
ladies my address. Never.
It should have been another check, but with the nat 20, you can tell that it was moving erratically for a zombie or whatever this thing is, and you're able to follow it directly behind your tea house.
Riku summons his staff.
Yeah, I looked suspiciously at Riku and just wondering if this is one of his past girlfriends.
No, this has nothing to do with me.
Who else have you told about the tea house and where you're living now and entertaining?
It's a public house. It's a pub, basically.
Hmm.
Yes, you guys are behind their tea house, and the trail leads directly into these bushes.
Oh God.
All
I
right.
hope
All right,
there's
well,
well,
then get her, Riku.
This has had nothing to do with me. Riku goes to the bushes. Hello, are you there, Miss Dead Lady?
As you walk up
what's
and
that?
peel the bushes back, there's almost face to face with you is a dude grinning. For your benefit, the artist made this one clothed. But for me, that old lady's naked as fuck.
Ah, Jesus.
It's a pretty cool looking artwork, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good looking artwork, but
I like that
Damn, she
zombie.
must have died rough if she'd been dead only a few hours.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, she crawled through the mud and gunk. I think this is just general zombie shambler artwork, but
Yeah. But no, that looks cool.
It's
That's really
cool.
good.
Yeah, so it's crouched there. It looks up and it's got this stupid grin on its face, and it just goes. "Ah."
Anybody you know, Riku?
No, is it somebody I know actually?
Yeah, she was a regular customer before all this craziness happened at the beginning of the summer.
Yes, I used to deliver strawberry brandy to her house.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
I bet you.
Strawberry brandy.
Riku reaches in his
Yeah.
robes and pulls out a small
Oh,
bottle of this brandy. Eh?
Brown chicken, brown cow.
She reaches for it quickly. Her
Ah!
claws.
Gotta come out.
come on.
She kind of steps forward a little bit. Now the rest of you guys can see her. She's looking around crazily. Her mouth comes open. She kind of goes towards the bottle, then looks towards you.
Hi, Mrs. Ling, right?
Her jaw doesn't move, but you hear, my name's Nanny Sassafras.
Oh God,
Mm.
is this a different spirit haunting this body?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, shit.
Everybody was just Riku.
I suppose everybody can.
I mean, we can see too. We got eyes and shit. Let's see here. Whole little perception. Are we in the light of your little candle there, Nigella?
Yeah, actually.
Come on, baby. Oh, look at that.
Oh, okay. So Harlow, you actually notice. Riku, you notice the Riku and Quay, you notice that the words seems like they're coming from the zombie shambler, but they're not. And Harlow, you notice the cat Yami in the tree overhead, kind of laying lazily and staring. But you notice that its paw is like doing like a little circular motion. And as you make eye contact with it, The cat smiles a little and it wiggles its fingers, and then the zombie shambler begins to do a little erotic dance.
Oh, you know, you can have the booze. It's just
That fucking cat is up there.
what?
Tell everybody. I'm keeping secrets.
Yami, come down from there.
Its tail twitches and it comes down the tree and it goes to stand next to the
No,
zombie.
Yami, get away from her.
And it looks at the zombie and it wiggles its little fingers, and the zombie like just sits down and looks over at the cat.
Rika's completely confused. What is going on?
I assumed you would all have figured it out by now. The
Who
cat
said
says.
You can talk?
Of course it can talk. It's a fucking
Indeed.
cat.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
Give me a Arcana or Nature.
All right, I can do Arcana.
Arcana,
Perhaps.
no,
This is
nature,
for-
maybe.
I'll do
The talking cat.
nature.
I
This
can
is-
do esoteric lore for that then.
Sure.
What do you?
No,
What is it?
Yeah.
Grimalkin? Maybe? No.
Oh, I forgot to hit the +1.
Nope. It's a special
Damn,
cat.
Angela got this. She gonna explain everything to us.
Kevin thinks all cats can talk. He's no help whatsoever.
Riku does too, but that's just a matter of superstition.
Riku, you feel like the knowledge is on the edge of your. It's on the edge there, but Nigella, you're kind of curious why you didn't think of this before. But there's a type of creature called a Pakingo. They come into existence when the life of a cat is extended beyond its normal lifespan, whether through incredible fortune, magic, or other means. With each passing year, the feline becomes more and more monstrous, growing in size, becoming more intelligent, and gaining an affinity for magic. Eventually, they become able to walk upright on their rear legs, peruse new hobbies, and learn languages. Despite this expanded intellect, many Pakindos prefer to enjoy the first decades of their ascension, continuing their lives as usual, particularly oversized house cats. As big as this cat is, it shouldn't be that big for its species. And the fact that it's talking and doing magic, you know that this is a type of Pakinko.
Oh, I thought it was just a Maine Coon.
All right.
They're not inherently
Mental note.
evil creatures, but they tend to be a little mischievous, like you would expect from a house cat.
Cat.
And because you rolled so well on the esoteric lore check, you also know that some of their pastime includes bringing corpses to life and having them dance around for them.
Oh,
They also tend to use them as bodyguards.
are you
All right.
cluing us in?
I will attempt to let you all know these things without offending the cat that can obviously hear me.
Well, Riku, who is not terribly fond of cats, points his finger and says, "You need to let this poor old lady go. Her family is going to be in tears if they find the body like this."
Well, just make sure they don't find the body. You and I both know that things are getting out of hand here. And a little levity with, a little dancing in the moonlight. Nothing wrong with that. And
You think their family's going to be levity?
dance,
No,
you
no.
could have just asked us to dance with you. You don't have to go stealing bodies.
I've
Okay.
watched your parties. None of you can dance the way I need to watch someone dance. I've seen your dancing.
Oh, I'm
This is
very
naked
offended.
goblin.
Lessons.
The oiled up naked goblins. That's not exciting
There
for
are
you.
things.
No.
I'm better when I'm sober. Actually, you've only seen me dance drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Look,
I'm just going off like a paradigm here of birds versus cats. So, Riku,
Hey, Riku, why don't you back away from me?
that
He's
thing,
not with us.
that thing is dangerous.
Yeah, so like I filled in the folks behind me, and now I'm trying to pull Riku back.
What's the
Let's
cat's
have a
name
little
again?
chat.
Yami.
Yeah, man.
I'll
Yami,
speak
however,
Yami.
is a word for shadows and darkness.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Harlow didn't know that, but
I think your characters would have. It's pretty common. It's normally a name for black cats, which is weird because this cat's not black.
Oh, I see.
Is it like one of those ironic names?
Just because you aged into being a yokai or whatever doesn't mean you get to steal corpses from good people.
Harlow's definitely put in a city ordinance no cats can live past 4 years.
Well, look, this good person is now entertainment for me, and on top of that, jellyfish are falling from the sky, haunts are coming up with hair, creatures are attacking. I thought that maybe having a little extra protection for the tea house in the rear end wouldn't be so bad.
Absolutely not. That is not something that's going to go over well in this town, and you know that.
Also, why not pick a wolf or a dead?
Don't help. Riku, don't help.
No,
Don't.
sorry.
Don't help. They definitely only fighting one of those ghostly wolves. But I will tell Yami that you're gonna have to put her back. You have to send her back, or we're gonna have to make you send her back, and we don't want to do that.
Also, we're gonna cut you off on fish heads.
So are we going for an intimidation or diplomacy here?
No,
I'm going for
diplomacy.
diplomacy.
I'm going with diplomacy, and if that don't work, then I'm doing intimidation right after. So it's a bing bang boom.
Riku's bad at all manner of bargaining. So feel free to push him to the back of the line while you guys are doing this.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I know. I'm just reaching around going, and
Shut up. Not great.
Nigella, you don't seem to be making any headway for it, but Harlow, somehow your words start to sink in. Yeah, he's like, the corpse is useless, buried in the ground. Just let me have it.
Can't happen. Yami. I'm sorry. We'll have to find something else. I understand what you're trying to do, and I commend it, but it's the wrong material.
Well, I suppose. Though the ritual's been cast, I have some control over it, but I can't just cause it to die on its own. Would one of you be a dear and put it down?
Good. Finally, something I'm good for. Phase bolt.
I was gonna have him walk it back to the graveyard, so we would have to carry it.
Roll initiative.
Fuck. Seriously?
Well, I'm choosing spells that will not physically damage the corpse.
Oh
yeah. We've avoided yet another combat. But yeah, go ahead and put the shambler down. Ooh.
I don't know.
13 damage is not enough to kill the shambler.
Oh, yeah. It's tough. It's a tough zombie. You sure you can't just break the spell?
I can keep it from attacking you, I suppose, though that's not nearly as fun, and it wiggles its fingers, and as the zombie goes to get up, it just sits back down and looks at the cat.
You little shit.
Try not to damage it too much. It still needs to be prepared for burial.
Phase bolt!
Hey, 2 phase bolts puts the shambler down.
All right.
Way to go, gang.
Very good, Yami.
I'd prefer it if only you knew how this all happened, so come up with a story, I suppose, for Rasma Lady.
Yeah. Sometimes, the unknowable remains unknowable. Although I would say, Yami, that I don't disagree with your plan, and perhaps Riku had something there about the zombie wolves that might be of use to the tea house as bodyguards. They could even maybe stay under the tea house, during times that are not needed.
I suppose that would be a discussion or a barter later.
Thinking quickly, Riku spins around and says, "And no killing, no killing the dog."
Jerky, no, I like jerky. He's
I bet
got
you
a
do.
story to tell.
The bard, however, whatever.
Hey, don't kill the bard.
The sexy silver-tongued bard? No, I've never heard
Dr.
him.
Quinn. Dr. Quinn likes him.
Riku begins wrapping the body up for care for transport, eyeing the cat suspiciously the whole time.
As you should.
Stupid cats. It's always cats.
Where is it? I'm a little curious while you're here doing that. Did any of you know Queen Mala?
Queen
No.
Mala?
Queen, Qing. She was the previous owner of the tea house before you found the will.
I did not.
Did she say anything about me in her will?
Did you? I don't
Did she? I don't
recall
remember.
seeing the will. I only recall hearing about the will. Did we actually have access to the will?
I believe you have a copy of it.
Yeah, somebody had a copy of it.
Yeah, y'all
Oh.
found the will. That's how y'all got the quest.
Oh, all right. Then I'll have a peek at it. Does she mention the damn cat?
Does not.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Feline.
Does she
Mrs.
mention
Feline.
anyone in it that may like?
Actually, what
how
gender-
should
Like,
this-
wait,
Yami,
he
is
was
that
her
your
cat,
real
right?
name?
It's Yami's a female.
Yami was her cat.
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm gonna be like, yeah, she will. You know, she didn't mention anything besides your care, making sure you went to asking that you would go to a good home.
Give me a bluff check.
I think that is a deception. Yeah.
Deception, yeah. Cat gives you a knowing look. So she didn't mention me. Good. She said she would
Try.
take that secret to her grave. I appreciate you looking out for my feelings, but that's not what I wanted here. She took me in when I was very young. She was also very young. And it's just...
How old are you?
40? Though I have the power of someone in my position, much, much more powerful. I don't know
So
how
wait.
this happens.
Are you the
So you
local?
s-
Are you the local ruler of cats?
No,
I'm just
Oh,
curious.
maybe.
See,
No, I just... everything's fuzzy, you know? I remember being found. I remember living my life with Mala. And she passed. And then things changed, and then one summer this all started, and it feels like it's been forever. I've grown very powerful this year, very fast.
how long did the tea house lay empty before we were able to get the will
I
over to us?
think it was a couple years.
Okay, so this cat hasn't been just like sitting around waiting for like a dozen years or anything. Okay, gotcha.
I'll have to dig that up, but I can't remember exactly.
But it hasn't been super long.
Okay.
No, it hadn't been been long enough for it to be run down. So we'll say 5 or 6 years, just to whatever.
No, but-
Unoccupied. Nobody knew what to do with it because the will was discovered. You guys found that. But yeah,
Alright.
so a while.
All right, Riku takes a deep breath and decides to just get over it. Fine, but you can't do this sort of thing anymore. If you need more food, if you need more entertainment, we'll try to provide it. But please, the people of the town are not going to be entertained by their loved ones rising from the grave and doing jigs.
Well,
I
I'm
know
sure someone out there would be.
Yes, but the people of the town who we're primarily concerned with in this time of crisis are not.
Fine. But don't forget, not only entertainment, they could be a great source of protection.
Yes. If we come across something we think might be able to be resurrected to protect us, you'll be the first to know.
Indeed.
All right, let's take this corpse back to the graveyard.
Okay.
Yes. And then we're all agreed that we found her in the bushes. Not really sure what happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was a random spurt of necromantic energy. That is being contained by the dome, and that she should do extra rituals over corpses just to make sure. Mainly because I want her to do extra rituals over corpses just to make sure.
Just in case.
Indeed.
I mean, most of that's not a lie, so it's very true. And
Yeah,
it's really very random.
only the major component of it is a lie. The rest of it is precaution.
Okay. So
All right.
you show back up to the Lady of Sorrows.
We have your corpse.
Fluvial Lady of
Souls.
Fluvia.
Fluvial Lady of Souls to talk to Elizabeth. She's pretty easy to find. She's got out front way. She's like, oh, wow, that was incredibly fast.
Well,
She turns to the camera like, one of you rolled a natural 20 on your survival check to track the creature down faster.
I mean, if you want to put it that way, yes.
I knew coming to you would be beneficial. Which is why I set aside a reward.
Oh. I politely decline. It's not necessary.
Oh, then she puts the 4 lesser healing potions in the disrupting room back in her
I'm
pocket.
not declining.
No, she does the dance where you're like, oh, you're sure.
No, she's a church. She offers once, and then that's it.
Oh, but if you insist.
Yeah.
Just take like I lean over like she hasn't seen the corpse yet. Take the treasure.
Yeah. Eventually take them.
That being said, I hope you Jin wasn't too much trouble to get the corpse back from.
No, it was a simple an anomaly of necromantic yada yada yada. I gave her my bullshit story.
Roll your bullshit story. Does anybody want to assist him in his
I would
deception?
love to
I
assist.
would love to assist as well.
Oh, wait, you're making me roll a skill check for this?
Or
Yeah.
why don't I tell the story and y'all assist me?
I'll do
There
that.
we
Yes.
go. That's gonna be a deception, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't have enough.
I don't
Skill
sound
to-
terribly.
Harlow assist
Yeah. Okay. So what is that? +1?
+1. No, +2. He got a crit.
Hey.
Politician.
Come on, baby. Oh, I'm using my hero point. I'm doing it because I haven't done it yet.
Come on. Big money. Big money.
Big money, no whammies.
Hey, that's better.
That's a 25.
Not as-
Yay!
no, it's a 23. It's not as good as Harlow's. But
Oh, you
yeah.
already put the +2 in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 23. That's still a success.
Good.
You weave a tail. Harlow jumps in, and every once in a while he'll look to Riku and be like, "And that magic works, right?" And Riku just nods his head.
Mhm. Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Shut the fuck up.
Make sure you stress the point about extra protection rituals.
So this is a
We worked that
terrible, just a terrible time that we live in. And she drops. I'm putting it on the map here. The reward from Elizabeth.
Hey.
Inside, she gives you 4 healing potions lesser and a disrupting rune, which gives your
yeah.
weapon disrupting pulses with positive energy, dealing an extra 1d6 positive damage to undead. On a critical hit, the undead is also enfeebled 1 until the end of your next turn.
Oh.
That sounds like
I
something
want
really
it.
Arlo, can you put another rune onto your main blade?
How do you take just one of these?
I don't know. We'll figure that out in a moment.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get into what this is going to be. Week 5, or that was week 5. The missing corpse. Week 5. We're in week 5. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
yeah. I know Kevin was the easier one because he's just going to do gathering food, right, for the remainder and for downtime stuff.
Yeah, continue hunting with
All
the
right.
Silver Mist Lodge folk.
And you were going to do nature survival.
Survival.
Ooh, good call. That is a success on hunting. So that's another point for
Okay.
food. Let's see. Week +1, week 5.
I know what I'm going to do. But
Okay. Well, what are you doing?
I'm going to try and get the tea house finished. So
All
I
right.
can move on to other things.
So let's do the last crafting check for that. You only needed 1 point.
Yeah.
That would give you 2. So I'll also say you're able to cut enough corners to refund yourself the 10 gold that you spent last week.
Hot damn.
Nice.
And the tea house is finished. So starting the following week, you guys can start planning to host ceremonies there to increase hope in that manner.
Someone else can do that. I'll be researching the wall.
So week 5 +2. Tea house is up and done. Harlow or Nigella, did y'all know what y'all were gonna do?
I was doing more research.
Research.
What is available? I know the solo research is done, maxed out.
Iguajube has a library at the Mother's Coil you can go through, which would be an arcane check or a library lore check. Or you could do the Great Willow, which is a nature check.
So I would do the library one,
Okay.
and I would use my feat that lets me roll esoteric lore at a -2
Okay.
for library lore.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I do that for library lore, or does it have to be arcana?
You can go for the library lore.
All right.
I'll let that slide as a school teacher.
That's what I'm talking about.
-18 with the minus. Is that with the -2 already?
That's the -2 already.
Oh, so a 20. Okay, good. Either way, a success.
Hey.
Which I think brings you up to an 8 in research.
All right.
+1 from Inawa Jube, which makes me think of Ninja Scroll.
It does.
Oh yeah.
At 8 research points. This is actually new stuff, and I'll do this at the end because it's new stuff you can learn.
Cool.
And then Harlow, you were going to do
I'm gonna do security again. So I'm gonna work with the crowd and work with the townsfolk and try to buff up some
Performance again?
security. Yep, performance.
okay.
And let's see how. And give a good old roll. Come on, baby.
That's exactly
Nice.
a success.
Woo, woof.
It's good.
So that's another for security. Traveling right on along. +1. Week 5. So that puts your food at 6. Your hope at I gotta change because your hope went up from the quest tonight. Research at 8, security at 6, tea house at 5. Tea house fixed.
All right.
Your research unveils to you, Nigella, Before the Tangsugi Monastery was abandoned, the monks performed daily rituals to ensure the health of the Sugi trees. But now that the place has been left to fall into ruin, the most likely source of the curse seems to be Kungupti's influence seeping out into the region, particularly given the fact that the monastery appears to be hidden inside of a curse shroud of its own. By spending a little more time researching and drawing upon methods the Nopro were attempting to utilize in the previous adventure, you might be able to develop a ritual that would open a path to the monastery. You feel like your best bet at opening that path would be from people who have been in this town since before the monastery closed, and the most noticeable one would be the Great Willow. You feel like there might be some more clues in Igawaga Jubei's books, but you're very close to discovering a ritual. But you're all things are pointing towards that monastery being your best bet for discovering what kind of creature Kungupti is and what it's doing to the monastery behind that veil. You also have discovered that this ritual, though some of it is esoteric in nature, it seems like it's going to have to happen on a particular time.
Oh.
And from the notes, you think you have either the end of week 6 or beginning of week 7, or the end of week 9, beginning of 10. After that, winter will fall, and it would make the trip much harder. So discovering the ritual and being able to do it, like if you discovered it next week, you would be able to do it soon. If not, you're going to have to wait until week 9 when it gets really close to winter. It's going to be
because next week is week 6, so we'd have to do. If we discovered it next week, then we could do it.
Yeah, because it's the end of week 6, beginning of week 7. That's a certain cycle of the moon that it needs to happen on.
Gotcha.
This is the end of week 5 and the start of week 6. So we'll see if any other weird adventures cause you to have to put that to the side for a moment, or if you'll be able to really just hammer in this research and open a path to the Tangsugi Monastery. There's definitely not a quest coming up called The Faceless Ghost. And we'll see you all next week.
Go say no face.